Hey, it's Mr. Mojo, Travis Brown, and I'm here to share with you a few valuable things that can really help you with your business. All of us business owners struggle sometimes with the same thing. How do we market our business, or how do we describe our business and what we do, and more importantly, who we're looking to connect with? For those of us that are out there grinding marketing circles and chamber events and rainmaker events and all these different areas out there to try to explain to people what we do and how we do it, what we're really looking for is what I call explosive jump. That means when you explain something to somebody, their ability to re-explain it to somebody else and your message begins to carry out. So let me give you an example. So when we go to an event, it starts with us. The first person we meet, they're probably going to ask you, well, what do you do for a living? Now, in my circle, one of the things that I spend a lot of my time doing is motivational speaking. But I would go to these events and I'd say, well, I'm a business coach, I do training for corporations, I speak at colleges, I also do leadership development for high schools. And so what would happen is, as I started to share my message with this one person right here, the next day they couldn't remember exactly what it was that I do. Is it something in business coaching, motivational speaking? Okay? So what happens for most of us is our message dies right here. Because what happens is when they go the next day to talk to somebody else, they can't remember exactly what you do, or more importantly maybe, who is your target market to? So instead of saying that I'm a business coach, I'm a trainer, I'm a motivational speaker, the law of the niche talks about how can we identify one particular area that we want to market the best. Because here's what we've recognized is that, it's not necessarily the business with the best product, the business with the best service that gets the most contracts. It's the business that markets themselves the best. So here's my thought for you today is, are you forgettable or are you unforgettable? I mean, many of us right now, by the way that we share our information, people 30 seconds later, 1 minute later, let alone 1 day later, have already forgot about what we do, who we are, and more importantly, who we're looking for. So when I learned this great lesson, I started to niche myself in the area of teenagers. So I'll tell people, what do you do? Well, I'm a leadership consultant, and I speak for teenagers. They say, oh really, what's your target market? So well, I work with principals and coaches to help turn student athletes into student leaders. Now think about that. What I'm doing is identifying what I do with who I do it for. So here's the key. This person that I talk to today, next week, next month, can take that one little area that I'm looking for, that one target group of principals or coaches, and they can explain exactly what I'm doing. So think about your business for a second. I go to several events every week. I probably come in contact with probably, 150, 200 business owners. And when I'm standing face to face with your customer, the person that you need to speak to most, how am I going to remember your business? Because for most of us, we don't have explosive jump. So how do we create explosive jump? Number one is, do you have a tagline? Is there some unique tagline that's going to make people remember you? Number two is there something that's identifiable? Most of us, we try to create some type of brand. If we can attach that to some type of image, that becomes identifiable. So it could be something that's truly identifiable. Or is your niche so strong that people can connect with it? I deal with financial planners, insurance agents, small business owners, marketing people all the time, and I ask them, well, who's your best customer? That right there has got to be part of our message right here. Who's our best customer? Now, you can say it's anybody who, and if you're using that term, anybody who, right there that tells us that we haven't really found that niche, and anybody's not going to create explosive jump. So the better job that we do dialing that down into one specific person. For example, if I'm a financial planner, am I a general financial planner, or am I a financial planner that focuses on nurses? If I'm a trainer, do I focus on first-time managers, or do I focus on anybody in supervision? The key is we don't want to just be memorable. We want to be unforgettable. So my challenge to you today is, I'm out there looking for people to connect you with. Do I understand who your best connection is, and does it have explosive jump?